the world has gotten so crazy that it's crazier than our show about superheroes and exploding penises. And it's hard to do satire when the world is this bananas.
So I think this is more for you guys. How do you think the relationship between the boys evolved by the time we reach this final stage?
Oh man, the family is torn apart, right? I mean, we always had conversation, obviously led by Eric, about the boys being a family. If it's, for me, Frenchie being the troublemaker of the bunch, Kimiko the outsider, right? The mother, Butcher, the dysfunctional father, and the smart, hopefully stay a good human being, Petit. So season 5 starts with all of them are just torn from each other, not only physically, but also in the state of mind that they're at. So it's a lot about picking the pieces, and you know, the only way they can try to redeem themselves or win is by coming back together. And that's a part of their journey this season, which I'm very excited for the fans to explore together with the characters.
Yeah, that's a very good point, because in the very beginning, seasons 1 and 2, almost all the scenes we shot were together. They would take hours to film because there were so many people on camera, but that was what really made us feel like we were a true family. And seasons 3 and 4, you start seeing it kind of break apart. And when we get to season 5, you know, we're at that place where we have to really make a choice. You know, do we stay apart or do we bring it back together? So it's a good, very good observation that it kind of brings us back to the beginning. We kind of end the series in a very similar place to where we started.
I mean, I think information manipulation was around long before The Boys. It was just not quite as turbocharged as it is today. And, but I think, you know, I think the pace of everything has just increased, and frankly, it's challenging as a writer to keep up with it, because the world has gotten so crazy that it's crazier than our show about superheroes and exploding penises. And it's hard to do satire when the world is this bananas. But you know, that's part of the challenge.
So, first of all, Annie is such a great character. What aspects, of Annie became clear to you only in this final stretch?
That's a good question. I think the thing to me that became really clear, and this was a part of last season as well, is, you know, Annie is constantly grappling with whether or not she's doing the right thing. I think really Annie's pursuit of just doing the right thing is more so defining of who she is, as opposed to whether or not the outcome is the outcome always the right thing or the best thing. You're not always in control of that, but is your journey to get to the outcome coming from an earnest objective of wanting to do good? And if the answer is yes, then it means that you are ultimately one of the good guys. I think as Erin, that was even something that I've always struggled with, like, is letting perfection be the enemy of your good, and very often it can be. And I think for myself and Annie, it's like, as long as you are earnestly showing up every day in her situation to do the right thing, and you're doing it in an honest way, and your objective is to save the world or make every room that you enter a better place than it was when you first entered it, like when you leave it, that's what matters the most. And
I think she's for years now been constantly struggling with how far she's willing to go to maintain this like nice job that feels familiar to her, even no matter how horrible it is, that it's like the devil, you know, like that she like constantly working at Vought feels like comfortable, even though it's completely uncomfortable all the time, because she does have a position of power. And so I think she's constantly struggling with the first 4 seasons and season 5 with how far she's willing to go to maintain that. And I think she has a hard time looking in the mirror.
Absolutely.
A lot of the time. Yeah, like the struggle is with herself, like her own moral compass. It's constantly knocking at her door.
So many things, so many things. From a technical standpoint, I just loved how we were able to explore so many skill sets. I got to do stunt training, I got to do sign language rehearsals, I did singing and dancing and all of that. And so being able to explore all of that as an actor was extremely exciting and fun for me, and fulfilling. And as Kimiko, I think I would really miss her quiet strength. I think she's, never the loudest, both figuratively and literally. Not the loudest person in the room, but she always has a point of view and something to say, and this quiet strength. And I think that's what drew me to the character the most. I think I would just be like, what the fuck just happened? Every single episode.
Episode.
It's a cliffhanger. It's just so many unexpected twists and turns.
I think also the intention of the show isn't to paint this purely cynical lens on things. I think it's to have a realistic perspective on things and to kind of satisfy people who are feeling frustrated with how things currently are in the world, in socially, politically. I think it's meant to be sort of cathartic in a way, but I don't think it's meant to be overtly cynical. I think it's meant to be realistic, and I think it's meant to still have moments of hope that become really integral to the overall story. Because
Don't get attached.
So yeah, that's a good one.
Don't be too attached.
Yeah,
Don't
that
get
was
too
my next
attached.
line. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the last season, and we dropped lots of people. We wouldn't be here or be able to do any of the amazing things we are lucky enough to do if the fans hadn't shown up and connected with it. So we're just humbled and grateful.
just one flavor. It's just not one note of just being cynical or overtly pessimistic. It's balanced.
Yeah. I would say also I think they're gonna miss it. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
man, I really love this show, but what's great is we have these spin-offs. We have Gen V and we have Vought Rising, which is filming right now, and that's with Aya and Jensen, and they're having a blast filming that. And so fans are gonna get to continue to consume this world, which is really exciting.
Really
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah.
My power is absolute. At heights no one's even dreamed of.